What is up, guys? Alton here with another video, and today we're going to be discussing Dante Fortson's petition that he has out against what he calls the urban apologetic community, which consists of people like myself. And I'm not really going to name too many of the other people because, as we can see, once we get into this petition, we're going to go ahead and read it and read all of the names of all of the people that he has actually added to his petition that he's supposed to try to label the urban apologetic community as a quote-unquote hate group. And he's had this petition, he's actually put up a petition on change.org to list urban apologetics, or urban apologists as I should say, which includes myself. And once again, I don't really consider myself to be a part of the urban apologetic community, but I don't have a problem with people labeling me as an apologist or an urban apologist, because it just really doesn't matter. I know what a person is talking about when they label me as an urban apologist, so it doesn't bother me. But anyway, he's decided to add me to this petition to get to have my name listed as one of these people who are, as he says, engaging in hateful acts and hateful speech against him and his quote-unquote people, who they consider to be the true Hebrew Israelites. So anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and stop talking. We're gonna go ahead and get into his petition, and we are gonna go through it. And then not only that, we're also going to go to the Southern Poverty Law Center's website, and we're going to read what is consisted of a hate group, and we're just going to do a compare and contrast on what he's trying to purport versus what the Southern Poverty Law Center describes as a hate group. So as we can see right here on change.org, this is the petition that Mr. Dante Fortson, you can see right here, he's the guy who started this. It says that he has signed this petition. He's the one who started this petition, basically. Let's go ahead and read. It says, "Help stop this anti-Semitic race-based hate group." And that's what he's calling us. But when we go to the SPLC's website, we're going to address that, and we're going to see who is the real hate group based on what they say, not based on what I say, based on what is on their site. Now, what you see here is this video with Vocab Malone, and I think that is, I can't remember the guy's name, but he does the What Do You Mean YouTube channel. Can't remember his name, but anyway, let's go ahead and read what he has. It says, "Within the borders of America exists a sinister, anti-Semitic, race-based hate group known as Urban Apologists, UA. They have made it their mission to target, slander, and demonize any and all black people that can trace their lineage to biblical Israelites, such as the Limba, Zimbabwe, Igbo, Nigeria, and others. They have gone as far as to spread their anti-Semitic hate through media outlets such as Sports Illustrated. Writer Kaylin Collar consulted John Mark Reiser, Vocab Malone, for her Sports Illustrated article and wrote the following. Vocab Malone, John Mark Reiser, the pen name of a Christian author and critic, an expert on Hebrew Israelism who publishes educational videos on religions to YouTube, says that he's been contacted by several NFL chaplains who are concerned that Hebrew Israelism is creeping into the league. So he posts the article to Sports Illustrated. It says Vocab mentions the article. Okay, now he says that there is no such thing as Hebrew Israelism. we're going to go through all of this stuff again because there's some pretty interesting things on the SPLC's website. We're just going to have to go back and forth and just address these things, but I can't get into it now. We're going to go ahead and read this petition, the AKA snitch list that Dante Fortson has conjured up to try to slander, try to dox us in a way. He says, this irresponsible, uninformed, and outright racist article published by Sports Illustrated demonstrates the level of hatred and misinformation being pushed by this group. There is no such thing as Hebrew Israelism. And he got these bullet points that says some Israelites are Christian, some Israelites are Muslim, some Israelites are Mormon, some Israelites are Catholics, some Israelites are atheists, some Israelites keep Torah only, some Israelites keep Torah and parts of the New Testament. That's according to his definition. We come from all walks of life and have different belief systems, just like any other ethnic group. We are not a monolithic group with a single ideology or belief system. This is 100% incorrect and needs to be publicly retracted by Sports Illustrated. I highly doubt that's going to happen. Hebrew Israelite is not a religion. Hebrew Israelite is not a doctrine. Hebrew Israelite is not a belief system. What we are people just like everyone else. We have jobs and families that constantly affected by the ungodly and evil actions of the urban apologetics hate group. The group's documented hate-based attacks. The Sports Illustrated article made the claim that Reiser puts out educational videos, but a quick glance at John Mark Reiser's YouTube channel quickly reveals that the majority of his videos are race-based around attacks on the Hebrew Israelite community. One video that is very well known among Israelites is one in which he refers to us as coons 3 times in the first 30 seconds of the video. Here are just a few of the links to that video and others released by this anti-Semitic hate group. So he got Vocab Malone's videos listed here. There are even more videos than this created by other members of their group. What makes this hate group unique is its racial and religious makeup. They are a group of individuals consisting of various ethnicities and, in some cases, contradictory belief systems, Seventh-day Adventists, Roman Catholic, Calvinists, atheists, etc. But they are all united in one thing: their hatred for any black person that claims to be a descendant of biblical Israel. Now he's calling us a hate group, a racist hate group that is individuals consisting of various ethnicities. How can you be a hate group, a racial hate group that is consistent of various ethnicities? That doesn't even make any sense. Okay, let's just continue, man. They make race-based attacks against the family history of some people in our community. They make race-based attacks against our DNA results that prove we are the descendants of the Limba, Igbo, and Bantu tribes associated with Israelites in Africa. They make false claims about our beliefs and more. Most recently, they've begun to attack the Limba, who are recognized by scientific and Jewish community as being descendants of biblical Israelites, but more specifically Levite descendants of Aaron, the brother of Moses. They have gone as far as trying to prove that the Limba aren't actually descendants of Israel. They will not dispute any research done by Europeans, but will solely focus on anyone with black skin that shares research, books, articles, etc. released and published by Europeans. The racists turn moderate. One very telling sign of their racist agenda is the use of the word moderate to specifically refer to black Christians that descend from Israel. Alton Johnson, oh my gosh, that guy is just so hateful. Oh gosh, he's the devil. Makes that very clear in the following video after deceptively trying to avoid answering what the word moderate refers to. You guys can go and check that video out. If you go to this site, you can go check it out. I'm not gonna go ahead and play it here. You know, we're already pressed for time anyway. So anyway, neutral third-party observations. YouTube somewhat recently demonetized John Mark Reiser's Vocab Malone channel for hate speech. GED Match, a genetics company, recently viewed Marshall Forbes' Cherry Love channel and made the following comments. Hi Dante, I forwarded your question on to our administrative staff to look into and reply back to you. I will say that other GED Match users have emailed us about this person's videos, and from what little of the videos I've seen, the individual seems to have some sort of racially motivated agenda to push, as well as advancing theories on race, ethnicities that have been debunked for some time. At best, simply untrue, and at worst, flat out racist. This seems like one of those automated replies. You see what I'm saying? Something that the computer will probably generate and reply back to you. You know, to be honest, they probably get so many people, you know, who make these claims. Probably people who claim to be Hebrew Israelites, that they look for probably certain buzzwords and stuff like that in emails, and then they just the computer just automatically generates a reply based on those certain algorithms and then sends this back. So that's what that looks like to me. If you have ever been offended by the ungodly actions of the urban apologists, please support this petition. If they've ever targeted you based solely on your identity claims, please support this petition. If they've ever lumped you in with other people's belief systems based solely on your identity claims, please support this petition. If they have intentionally misrepresented what you believe based solely on your identity claims, please support this petition. If you believe people have the right to not be harassed, slandered, and targeted based solely on their claims to racial identity or lineage, please support this petition. The following individuals are 100% associated with the urban apologetics community and are active in spreading their anti-Semitic race-based hate against anyone with black skin that claims to have genetic descent from Israelites of the Bible. John Mark Reiser, Vocab Malone, he's a Calvinist. Eric Mason of Epiphany Fellowship, Philly, Evangelical Christian. Damon Richardson of Urban Logia Ministries, Evangelical Christian. Abdalamash Abu, I'm just gonna say Abu because I can't pronounce his name. He's a Roman Catholic. Laron Campbell, G-Con, Open Theism. Mike Holloway, Orthodox Christian. Marcel Forbes, Cherry Love, Christian ? Mike Piera, Faithful to God, Christian ? Isaiah Robertson, Christian ? Garfield Reed, unknown. Alfredo Valentin, BK Apologist, Christian ? Michelle Turner, least influential, important urban apologist. Salam Alexandria, Alton Johnson, the devil. Kevin G, Jonathan Smalls. This group of hate-filled individuals need to be classified as an anti-Semitic hate group and be held accountable for their racist actions. If they were targeting any other group of people based solely on their skin color and lineage, they will be held accountable. Please support this cause by signing this petition to bring awareness about this anti-Semitic hate group. Alright, so let's take a look at all of the signatures that he has so far. He has about 1,238 people. He's trying to get to 1,500. So he's had a lot of people sign this this petition to label us as an anti-Semitic race-based hate group. Well, if Dante would have done his homework before he actually put this petition out, because he's trying to get this put on the SPLC's website. Dante, you should have done your homework before you done this. Seriously. So let's go ahead and go to the SPLC's website, and we're going to be looking at black separatists. And I forgot how I stumbled upon this, but I think I went to the SPLC's website, and I forgot how I was led to this. But anyway, let's read what a black separatist is, because I think Dante should have read this before he actually tried to reach out to these people with this petition. It says the black separatist movement is a reaction to centuries of institutionalized white supremacy in America. Black separatists believe the answer to white racism is to form separate institutions. That's kind of what these guys are doing. Or even a separate nation. How many times have you heard these guys talk about trying to go back to their homeland? That Christ is going to come back and give them their own homeland, right? For black people, most forms of black separatism are strongly anti-white, which a lot of these Hebrew Israelites are, anti-Semitic. Ooh, wait, hold on, anti-Semitic. Hold on. No, I thought that's what. Hold on, wait. Urban apologists were anti-Semitic. Anti-Semitic hate. Okay, hold on a second. Let's go back. But black separatists are anti-Semitic and anti-LGBTQ. Some religious versions assert that black people are the biblical chosen people of God. You cannot make this up. Again, this is the SPLC's website. So anybody who claims to be the biblical chosen people of God is a black separatist, or black people are the biblical chosen people of God. This is the SPLC's website. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay, top takeaways. The activity among black separatist groups in 2019 did not change much from last year. As in the past, black separatists had no influence on mainstream politics or policy, unlike the white nationalist movement. Despite a few incidents that garnered national news attention, these groups continue to operate on the fringe of society and as a reaction to institutionalized white supremacy. Key moments. In 2019, black Hebrew Israelites, now this is coming from SPLC, this ain't coming from, this is not coming from us. This is not coming from the apologetic community. This says black Hebrew Israelites. SPLC is calling you guys that. It's not us. So are they anti-Semitic? Probably not, because you're trying to send a petition over to these guys, Mr. Dante, 400 years Fortson. Black Hebrew Israelites were in the national news after confronting students from Covington Catholic High School and Nathan Phillips, a Native American activist and Omaha elder, during the Indigenous Peoples March in Washington, D.C. The following May, Facebook permanently banned the Nation of Islam leader Louis Farrakhan's Facebook and Instagram accounts, citing his anti-Semitic rhetoric. Now, I don't even know why they even named Louis Farrakhan, how they started out. I guess because of some of the key moments. They're just saying that, you know, in 2019, some of the key moments was the black Hebrew Israelites, SPLC. They said it, not me. Alright, anyway, what's ahead? With the onset of the 2020 presidential election season, it is likely black separatist groups will become more active in both online and offline spaces. If the charged political environment produces more racist rhetoric from the Trump campaign, it will only add fuel to these groups' recruitment pitches. That is exactly what Dante Fortson is doing. He is becoming more active online and offline, and he's trying to recruit people, right? 2019. Ooh, we got to get into this. We got to get into this. 2019 black separatist hate groups. All right, this is their list of hate groups in 2019. Ambassadors of Christ. I tried looking up who these guys are. Can't find them. I can't find out who that is. I'll try to see if I can look around later to see if that's actually a Hebrew Israelite group or something like that. Army of Israel. Great Millstone, that's GMS. Those are Hebrew Israelites. House of David. House of Israel. Israel United in Christ. IUIC. These are the people that's considered the hate groups on the SPLC. The Israelite Church of God in Jesus Christ. ICGJC. Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Israelite, the branches. Israelites, Saints of Christ. Lion of Judah. Lions of Israel. Mashara Yarahalatha. Anyway, Government of Israel. Mountains of Israel. These are all of the hate groups. These are all of the hate groups that the SPLC is put on their website. Nations of Kings and Priests. Let me see. Northern Kingdom Prophets. I bet that this is some type of Hebrew Israelite group. I bet. One Body and Yawahashi. One Body and Yawahashi. You can't get more Hebrew Israelite than that. Yawahashi. Let's see who we got next. True Nation Israelite Congregation. United Kingdom of Israel Congregation. Watchmen for Israel. These are all people that are listed. Let's go back to the top. These are listed as the black separatist movement. Black people are the biblical chosen people of God. These are people who assert that black people are the biblical chosen people of God. And Dante, 400 years Fortson, is so ignorant that he didn't even go to this website, because if he would have done that, he would have saw that the 2019 black separatist hate groups are mostly people who are Israelites. These are his people. These are the people that he runs with. Now, he had a problem with me using the term moderate, and I use moderate. Let's go back to his petition. Now remember, let me see if I can go back to, hold on one second. Is it down here? Nope, it's not. I think it's up here. He had a problem with me using the term moderate. And the reason why I used that term was because I was trying to differentiate between, here we go. He says the racist term moderate. Okay, so when I use that term, I was basically saying that these guys who are moderate are separate from these guys who are listed under the black separatist hate groups. These are all people, Israel. Do you think that it's a coincidence that all of these people, right? Look at that. Israel. Great Millstone, Israel. House of Israel. House of David. Those are Israelites. Israel united in Christ. Look at that. Israel. I mean, the list just goes on. Israel. Israel. I mean, look, Israel. Look, dude, I could just go on and on. Majority of these groups are known as black separatist hate groups. This is from the SPLC. This is from who Dante is trying to send this petition. He's trying to send this petition to them. What makes you think, Dante, that you are going to have any success? Because let's look at the language that you use. Right? You use black people, right? Black people that can trace their lineage to biblical Israelites. But let's highlight this. They assert that black people are the biblical chosen people of God. Oh my gosh, I can't. This is just pure ignorance. I mean, I'm just floored by this. Black people that can trace their lineage back to Israelites. I'm anti-Semitic because because you say that I target and slander people, black people that can trace their lineage back to biblical Israelites, but then you go to the SBLC's website and they label you as a hate group because you assert that black people are the biblical chosen people of God. You cannot make this stuff up. Oh my gosh, Dante. Oh wow. Man, people, you guys, and you know, this really, I mean, it's funny, but it's sad. And the reason why I say that is because these we really got to pray for these people. I mean, oh my gosh. These are people who claim to be Israelites, man. And you see that the black separatist hate groups in 2019 are people who are nothing. Majority of these people on here are Israelites. All of this says Israel. All of this is about Israel. And Dante Fortson says that people are anti-Semitic because we demonize, target, slander, which we don't, black people that can trace their lineage back to biblical Israelites. And then you go to the SPLC and they say that black separatists are people that assert that black people are the biblical chosen people of God. Wow. What a total fail. What a fail on Dante's part. Dante, what makes you think that these people from the SPLC is going to take this seriously? They're not going to take this seriously because you sound like one of these people. And let's go down the list. When you're looking at Great Millstone, you're looking at IUIC. When you're looking at these groups, first of all, these groups have money. These are people who got, these groups have money. IUIC, they got bank. All right? Do not get it twisted. These guys got bank. And if they've ended up on the SPLC, and I'm pretty sure as soon as their name popped up down here, you know what they probably did? I bet they contacted the SPLC and they say, hey, listen, why is our name on this list? We're not a hate group. They probably said the same thing you said. No, we're not a hate group. We're just people who just want to talk about our lineage. That's us. We're just people that can trace their lineage back to biblical Israelites. And they still ended up on there. And you think that you who have this wording in your petition is going to reach out to these people who has this, what they call a black separatist, black separatist hate groups. You think that they're going to take you seriously? I'd be surprised if they actually answered you. I would be. Wow. Let's look at this before we wrap this up. Wow. Assert that black people are the biblical chosen people of God. And this dude here says that we're a hate group because our mission is to target, slander, and demonize black people that can trace their lineage to biblical Israelites. You cannot make this stuff up. And this is what Hebrew Israelism does. It is, these guys take the cake on ignorance. That is totally ignorant. Man, people, if you are in this group, get out of this. Get out of this false ideology, this false religion, false movement. Anyway, guys, listen. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think I'm missing the point here? I mean, do you think I'm misinterpreting this? Or do you believe that I think Dante is really shooting himself in the foot, and maybe he has a different agenda? You know, maybe his agenda is to try to turn around and make a profit off of this, to try to gain some notoriety or some publicity from this. But whatever you guys think, leave it in the comment section below. And as always, like, rate, share, comment, subscribe, and you know, you guys have a blessed day. Also, hit that bell. That's what I was just about to say. But anyway, when you guys go to my YouTube channel, hit that bell, that notifications bell at the top, and select all for notifications. So therefore, whenever I post a video or upload a video or even go live, you guys will end up getting that notification. Well, anyway, you guys enjoy the rest of your day or your night whenever you're watching this, and once again, you guys have a blessed day.